Hi YouTube, welcome back to Wtf Rc Cars. So I've been asked a few times to check some of these out. I'm not sure how you meant to pronounce it. It's 9 and then an I mod. So however you meant to pronounce that. And I think this one is the BLS, and bear with me, let's see exactly what it is. I think it's BLS-HV25MG. So it's meant to be fairly quick, meant to be 25 kilograms of torque. Not sure what voltage that's meant to be at because it doesn't really tell you, but I'm guessing that's going to be 8.4 volt and 17 kilograms of torque at 6 volt. Meant to be 0.06 and 0.04 over 60 degrees speed. So let's have a look what we get with this. It also, on the exact same ad, says Coreless and Brushless, so it's not entirely sure what to expect here. It does say IP67 waterproof. Let's have a look. So you do get quite a decent length servo wire with it. You're looking close to 29-30 centimeters. Quite a nice built servo. It does say 25 kg on it. It does say HV5 voltage, and it does say IP67. It also says brushless. So let's investigate that. So we do have little O-rings on the screws, and unlike a lot of the servos that I've taken apart, these screws don't go all the way through. So quite a lot of them will have long screws. These are just short screws, top and bottom. Usually makes them a bit easier to take apart, which is nice if you're going to have to service them, if you're going to be swapping gears or just re-greasing them. Bit of a strange design, the way it sits at quite an angle, but it does actually look like it's brushless, and it does look like it's got some type of conformal coating all over it. Looks like there is something tacky around where the wires come in, and it does look like it's got a rubber seal all the way around it. So far off to a good start. These delivered in UK are around, I think including tax, it works out about £32, which for this spec of servo, if everything else checks out, is a cracking price really. You'd be paying a lot more for this kind of spec from any of the well-known brands, or sort of higher quality known brands, should I say. And I do like the way that it's quite easy to take apart. It also looks like it'd be quite easy to swap the cable out if you did want to swap it out, or if you'd shortened it too much and then you were fitting it in another RC and you need to lengthen it, or if you have a bad crash and it chops your servo cable off. It is quite nice if you can get into the servo and actually remove these cables, which some not so much. While we're at it, we might as well see if it's easy to get the top off it. So again, these have got the rubber O-rings on them, and I haven't looked yet to see if they sell these gears separate, but it does look true to its word. We have got bearings and we have got all metal gears. And there is quite a bit of grease in there as well, which is nice to see. So that'll work its way around everything. So overall, up to yet, I would say I'm quite impressed with this. The build quality looks right. The advertised brushless seems right. does actually look like it's got a brushless controller in it. So all that's left to do is get it back together and crack out the old test rig and see how close to its claimed spec we actually get. So let's give you a quick idea at speed. So this is what you can expect at 8.4 volt. Let's drop this down a little. So this is 7.4. Still pretty quick. And this is 6 volt. So although you can tell it is slower at 6 volt, still pretty nippy that. So let's bring you in for a close-up look on the actual test bench and let's see what it's got. Right, so running the test through at 6 volt. And we've got an average of exactly 18.5 kilograms. So quite impressive so far. Let's up the voltage. So we'll jump to 7.4. And we're averaging out at 22.4. Not an awful lot of heat build up so far. Let's try again at 8.4. So we're averaging 24.3 and still not a lot of heat build up. Quite impressed with this one. So let's wrap this one up. So quite an impressive little servo. The specs are what it says it is. This is a 180-degree one, so can handle 8.4 volt. Doesn't get hot even under a stress test on the torques meter. Looks pretty well made, but yeah, quite a nice little servo. Kind of wish I'd looked at these before. I've been told by quite a few people quite a lot of times. So this one actually comes with a 25 tooth metal servo arm. You also, curiously enough, get one of these metal ones that you can screw things to. Never used one of them, but I'm sure it'd come in useful. You also get quite a tough looking but plastic one. You get the dual-sided plastic one, more use in nitros, with the raised edge on one side. And then we get a whole bunch of little screws and the inserts. So you get the rubber O-rings or rubber dampers with the brass inserts, and we get a couple of the sort of, I call them wood screws, and then you get a bunch of machine thread ones. So you get two tiny ones for each side of this. So you get one for each side of the clamping mechanism, and I'm just going to screw them into there because I'll probably lose them. And it looks like you get 5 little metal screws or machine type thread. So I'm guessing these are the ones for your arms. In fact, they're not the hex head type. We've got Phillips or JIS. with the way that tightened up. I'm guessing they're JAS like Tamiya, but yeah, very impressive little servo. Not sure how long they'll hold up, but certainly going to be trying these in a few RCs, and I might be tempted to drop these. I mean, that's quick enough for any of the Wtf cars racing, so it'd be interesting to see. Quite a strong servo as well. Be interesting to see how one of these would hold up racing, because at around £30, that's quite a servo for money. But thanks again for watching Wtf Rc Cars. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, share to friends and family, and catch you guys again in the next one.